Outcome Memories has a lot of techs. Like, a lot of techs. Most characters have at least one. Granted, the term tech is a euphemism most of the time as a bug that makes your survivability better. Half of the community thinks that these should be allowed, and the other half thinks that you should be damned to hell if you use them. Today though, I want to take a look at them and see if they're actually OP or not. If they should be accepted as an actual tech, or as bug abuse. As always, if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And let's take a deeper dive into these techs, how they work, and if you should use them in your public servers. Before we get into character-specific ones, I do want to talk about a tech that made me want to make this entire video in the first place. It's so new, I don't even think this one has a name yet, but I'll just call it Server Priority. See, if you've ever played Smash Bros. Melee, then you might be familiar with something called Port Priority. Basically, how it works is, the person, let's call them Person A, joins the game first. Because they joined the game first, they will have the highest hit priority. Then the second person, Person B, joins the game, and they have the second largest, and so on. This means that any time where there is an overlap in hitboxes, where more than one person can get hit, it will always target the player with the highest priority. This is why protecting metal is so inconsistent with Eggman's shield. However, if Person A plays, say, Knuckles, or Eggman, or whatever, and Person B plays as Metal, and Metal starts to heal, Knuckles can buy a lot of time by overlapping his hitbox with his punch stance and letting Metal get off with a heal. Eggman can do this too. Any character with the higher hit priority and knows that they do can use this to gain an unfair advantage. I wouldn't say unfair actually, because it is just how the game's coded, I guess. I don't know. But it is really annoying. I'm gonna put this into bug abuse, since it does require beforehand knowledge, can be overpowered, especially if you have a fully coordinated team, and is something that was actually banned in several competitions in Outcome Memories already, so... Sonic has two techs I want to talk about today, his Insta Drop Dash and his Spin Dash. Insta Drop Dash works because there is a jump cooldown in the game. Since normally Drop Dash makes you jump in the air before using it, you can jump before using it. Since you're still on jump cooldown, the game just lets you do it anyway without jumping, making it faster and harder to react to. Honestly, I'm okay with putting this in the tech section, it's not that serious. And in Last Man Standing, Sonic really needs this, or else he's not going to survive. Spin Dash is different though, because it makes you use both your cooldowns to be able to use a really fast drop dash stun. And you can pick people up with it too, so this is great for getting people out and away from grab. This has already been labeled a tech by the devs, but I just wanted to point it out. It has been balanced out by not giving dodge when he does it, but... So, honestly, I'm okay with putting it in tech as well. Tails has two techs I want to go over as well. His Double Fly and Flying Cannon. Double Fly is, as the name implies, a thing that allows you to fly twice in one go. Holy shit. It's done by spamming your fly button right before you're forced out of it. Because the cooldown doesn't hit you instantly, it'll allow you to fly again. You can only fly twice with it, and it is put onto a huge cooldown of about 47 seconds. This is quite long, and leaves you vulnerable for quite a long time. I don't know if I should leave this as a bug or a tech though. Because, while yes, you are very vulnerable at the end, you're also in the air for like 20 seconds, which could mean the difference between a losing game and a close win. I'll let my 5 subscribers bicker about it in the comments, so you tell me if it's a bug or not. That's not all the Fluffy Fox boy has in store for us though. There's one that he can do while shooting in the air. This one is basically a frame perfect trick, but basically how you do it, you have to charge your cannon to almost full. And right before you hear the ding that tells you the cannon is ready, you have to cancel and press fly and spam click. If done properly, you will be able to shoot while in the air. This has some use case if people are out of your line of sight and are actively dying, but the thing about it is it's so hard to pull off that honestly I can't even be mad if someone does it, and it's honestly not worth it most of the time because it takes so many attempts to do, so honestly I'll just put it in tech. Cream has 3 techs that involve her heal. They're all basically the same thing, but have different ways to pull it off, so I'll list them all here. For her spring heal, you want to press your heal button at the moment you get onto a spring, and you'll initiate the heal. And from here, you can just glide. You can't control the direction you glide until the healing animation is over. This one I'll put in tech because honestly, if Cream gets to a spring, you can't do much anyway, so it's not that big of an issue. Let's be honest. Her heal iframes is honestly just not a tech anymore. It's just part of the game. Every Cream does it to not get hit by charge or to buy their team a little extra time to get to them before they lose cheese. It's just a part of the game. It's basically hard-coded into it at this point. Everyone uses it. It's a tech. Her running heal is interesting though, because you get the iframes while also being able to move in whatever direction you desire. This one is set up by dashing into a wall and spamming heal when you bump into it. You can't really heal your team like this, but you do get the iframes. You do lose both your cooldowns, but I'd still put this as a bug because of how OP it actually can be. Like, in certain situations, it could be like chasing an LMS Cream who can heal on the run. Like, that's kind of bullshit. Eggman really only has one tech, and it's kind of niche. He can cancel his roll with a well-timed jump. That's pretty much it. All this does is allow him to switch his momentum and make the roll not as predictable. It can also be used to preserve momentum with jetpack boost instead of rolling, so you don't lose as much speed, as opposed to when you do roll, you will lose all of your speed until you're back up on your feet and then you can go again. I'll put this in tech because of how niche and circumstantial it is that you'll never be able to see it in normal gameplay, really. Let's be honest. Amy's techs are weird in that they require a lot of timing, such as her double stun. You didn't know she had one, did you? If you hit the EXE with hammer throw and at the same time press hammer, you will stun them for double the time. This is honestly never going to happen unless you're using it to help someone out of charge, because of how close you have to be with the hammer throw to hit both at the same time. So I'm just going to call this a tech and move on. Her iframe with hammer is similar to Cream's. If you time your hammer to right after the second tick on charge for whatever reason, it decides to make you completely immune to said charge. This one is bug abuse 100%. Listen, we gotta take away Amy's stuff because she's so annoying. Let's be honest. Every 2011 X main knows that Amy, once she gets her cards, is so stupid. Rise up against the Amy maids. Viva la revolution. All that, whatever. I'm not French. I can't say that. And Knuckles' only real tech is being able to use Fire Punch with counter. If you charge your Fire Punch and your counter is hit, it'll be transferred into a powered Fire Fury counter. This is pretty cool, so I'll put this in tech. However, his punch charge while grabbed is a lot worse as a tech, since I feel like it should cancel your punch if you're grabbed, so I'll put that into bug abuse. This is basically every tech I can think of. Is this the true definitive list? No, there's probably more out there to discover, or more out there that I just don't know. I try to keep up with it so that I can not use these in public servers. In all seriousness though, do these in public servers at your own risk. You could get banned for using some of these. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the video, like it, dislike it, subscribe. You know, all the YouTuber shiznaz, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.